It was the longest night of our lives.
I just felt like the last thing I want anybody to do is to touch my wife anymore. She's gone, and I just don't want anything else to happen to her.
And my first reaction after that was, no one's getting any part of Noah. No one will ever have any part of Noah. He's mine.
At some point during the evening, they moved us up to a room. They brought in all the team of doctors. And at that point, they told us that he wasn't going to survive.
I don't think there's anything to compare to losing a loved one. But however, when you consider that you have the opportunity to help others, you have the opportunity to bless someone else's life, to help someone move forward in their life, I think as human beings, we need more of that kind of compassion for one another.
She wasn't just an object. She wasn't just a number. She wasn't just a donor. She was your family member, and they treated her as such.
It was important to make sure that her legacy of loving, of caring and sharing went on. And perhaps beyond that even, that she wasn't going to be forgotten. Her life meant something more than just an accident that happened on a random Friday night, that what she was here on this earth was important to help others.
There's such darkness and such finality in that moment. But it gave us that glimmer of there was something positive that could come from this. I don't think we didn't realize it in that moment, or maybe even for the next 24 hours. We just knew that it gave us more time with Brian. And it was probably during that time where it dawned on me that while we were all surrounding Brian to say our goodbyes, that there were 5 other families that were out there surrounding their loved ones, celebrating this gift they were about to get from Brian. And it was really kind of in that moment that the rest of my life began.
So I would encourage anyone who is even considering doing this, give it a long thought. It is an awesome thing to do. It is definitely needed, and it can end a lot of suffering. Unfortunately, a lot of other lives will be cut short, or the quality of their lives impacted greatly if we don't do these kind of things for one another. And I think it's just an extension of being a good neighbor, and being kind to one another, and sharing love and compassion for one another.
Don't let tragedy breed tragedy. There's another family in another hospital, or maybe the same hospital, sitting next to their child or family member, issuing a prayer, asking for help, asking for a miracle.
It helped lift me beyond that grief of that full year of grieving for his loss. It did definitely help lift me through a grieving process and into something that felt more like pride.
Jennifer is still out there helping people, saving lives. She's making a difference. So a part of her is still with us and is still alive. It helped us to cope, knowing that Jennifer's life just didn't stop that day, that she still continues to live and to make a difference. I know that it was the best thing to do.